Welcome to Butte Ice Arena as we're now ready for the start of this Sunday afternoon contest between the Billings Bulls and the Gillette Wild. Gillette Wild wearing their white sweaters coming at you in the screen. Billings in the dark blue heading away. Ullman now in the neutral zone for Billings sends us down. Apologize, we're having to play this game in Butte because of ice conditions in Helena, so we apologize about the camera angle and the broadcast today. We'll do the best we can. Gillette, there's a drive that just goes wide. That one let go by their captain, number 19, Tyler Caven. Gillette controlling in their own end. Back up to Caven along the near boards. He takes a hit there from the Bulls and just retreats it back to their own end. They're going to have to reorganize here. They send it in. Here's a quick burst of speed in there. Now center out pass and deflected just wide. Another shot. Goal! Caven with the goal for the Wild. Well, the rebound came out, and Wackerly in goal today for the Billings Bulls didn't have much of an opportunity as he had to slide clear over to his left after the rebound and pass back out to this opposite side. So a 1-0 early lead for the Wild. Just 1 minute, just short of 1 minute into this contest. Dillinger to take this for the Wild. He's up against Vaunt. Vaunt wins this. Rizzo just sends this back down to the opposite end, where Blankenship takes his man hard on the board. Blankenship working hard and behind the net. The Wild's going to come out with this again on the far side. Bulls doing a good job pitching in. That being Robillard. And he again sends it down deep. No icing here. We're just beginning in the first period. If you're just joining us, we're in Butte again for this Bulls Wild contest. Puck down to the Bulls end. That's Wilson. Wilson bringing it up now for Bing. Bing driven off the puck here on the near boards, and here come the Wild. Shooting it back in. Again, no icing. Rizzo trying to get it out of there. He's being checked hard. Now retreats behind his net, sends it up the near boards. And a big hit there on Bing. And that was delivered by Peck. And there's a penalty coming up as a breakaway that time by the Bulls heading up the near boards, and they're going to call a penalty shot. So on that breakaway, Christopher Tim was hauled down. Tim, the forward out of Dublin, California. And we are going to have a penalty shot. Sean Kelly in goal for the Wild. Very clearly a breakaway on that one. Kelly, the goaltender out of Gillette, Wyoming. And here's Tim for his penalty shot. Always an exciting play in hockey, one-on-one. And here goes Tim. Moving in to his forehand. Goes with the backhand and stuffed by Kelly. I may have the wrong number. Is that 31 or 32 down on the other end down there? 32? You know, it's might be Kruckenberg in goal. We don't have the starting lineups. I'll check. But I think it is 32 Kruckenberg. We're so far from the other end of this broadcast location. But Kruckenberg, as we'll call it, because I believe it's 32, we made another pad save on the glove side that time. In the netting, we'll have a face-off. Stark being asked to, well, no, new puck coming in. Stark will take this for the Bulls. Centering pass out front, no one home, and here comes Gillette. Gillette up the near boards. Stark rides his man off the puck there, and it's going to be a turnover to the Bulls, but they're going to send this right back down for an icing as he missed the pass. He was trying to get Christopher Tim coming up the left side and wasn't able to catch him, so face off back at this end. 17:33 remaining in the first period, no score. 1-0, the Wild. Wild controlling in the corner. Wraparound attempt on Wackerly there, and that was turned aside, and that was by Connor Hicks. So Hicks, a good wraparound attempt there, but Wackerly was ready for that one. And the Bulls trying to get it out of their own end. Schulte. There were several others trying to get it out, and they do. And here come the Bulls. Ben Gibson up. Just sends this one behind the net. Wild breaking out, 2-on-2. Now a third defenseman joins. There's a pass up. And off the post. And another shot. Wackerly makes the save there. Motzinger trying to keep this in. Two good attempts by the Wild down at this end. It looked like, although it didn't sound like it was off the post, it sure looked like the carom came off the post on the first shot. Bing for the Bulls sends this one down deep. Steve Patafio, was there. Here comes the Wild on a breakaway, and that one's turned away. On a good attempt there, this time by Nick Rizzo as he was coming in. That's Matt Rose. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Bulls coming back, a little shot there. That one by Luke Bing, and easily gloved down by Kruckenberg for a stoppage of play. So very nearly a 2-0 game here as Gillette came out swinging and very close, testing Wackerly on several attempts. Rizzo can't handle this at the blue line. They do manage to keep it in. There's a quick shot and a save there by Kruckenberg. That may have been Stephen Thompson on that at blast there. About halfway through from the blue line to the net. Testing Kruckenberg early. Billings, the puck in the corner. Rizzo waiting at his point position. Thompson now. Not able. Two players hit hard on the ice. That was John Vant for the Bulls as he was taken down by the Wild. Icing waved off here. Rizzo back to get this one. Rizzo's just going to send this out, and boy, Dillinger for the Wild takes him hard in the boards. Again, the Wild trying to get it up. This is up, bounces off the ceiling. We'll have a stoppage of play. The Rizzo-Robillard line was out there for quite a while, and they're going to get a change here. 1-0 Gillette. Billings on the draw. They've got this. This is Schulte. Schulte sends this one up for Bing. Now taken up by, that's Herman who takes a shot. Herman, the forward out of Sidney, Montana. But Kruckenberg, good positioning there, was able to make the play. 14:37 remaining first period. Gillette up the far side. Into the corner looking for the centering. Not able to get that as Herman just dumps this out of the zone. Bing's there. He turns it over in the neutral zone, and Gillette just dumping it back in. They're going to chase this one. Wilson played that, hit by two Wild players, but still able to get it to his teammate, and now they get it up with Bing just dumping this behind the net. And this one scoots out. tough puck, bouncing puck for Nasby to handle at the point. Now he brings it back in, left side, looking for somebody to pass to. Just gets it around the boards as he's taken out of the play. Now two of them, Nasby and one of the Wild, tangled up behind the net. No call. Ullman in the neutral zone just dumps this, a bouncing puck that's in on Kruckenberg. He steers it aside. And the Wild controlling near boards. Here they come into the neutral zone. Long shot. Wackerly just gloves this and is going to hold on. So long shot from the point there came from, looks like, Alex King, the forward, 5'10" out of Gillette. And we're going to be adjusting our video here. Again, if you want to send a message, you can always do it on Bighorns Live at gmail.com. bighornslive@gmail.com. Rizzo trying to keep this in for Billings. He does along the near boards. And finally, they're going to, Gillette gets it out there with Alex King just flipping it down into the Bulls' end. Rizzo fights it around the boards and then knocks his man to the ice. Barzweski trying to keep it in there, and here come the Bulls. The Bulls coming out with Bing. Bing sends this one in deep. Not able to keep it there is Gillette doing a good job behind the net and getting that puck out. Gillette will chase here. This is Wilson. Wilson sending it back around, dropping it for his teammate behind the net, and here they come. And a missed pass there, and this is going to be icing. So the pass coming across the ice intended for Caven there, just a little wide, and it goes all the way down. This will be icing. With the face-off coming down at Kruckenberg's stick side. Tim to take this for the Bulls. Back to the point. There's a shot that's blocked out front, and a Wilder on the brush. Caven score! Tyler Caven, the forward out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado, scores on the turnover and breakaway, a 2-0 Wild lead. Caven, a solid player last year in the league and showing his stuff in this preseason action again. We'll see how Billings can answer him. There's Alex Herman hard into the boards in the near corner as he was chasing that puck. And very close to another breakaway there. Good job. Well, Nasby maybe got a little bit too much on the interference as Rose was trying to come up ice. Nasby initially had pretty good position on him, but held him up. He's going to get an interference call. 2 minutes here. So power play for the Wild, leading 2-0 at 11:42 of the first period. The Wild shot from the point, doesn't make it in. That was taken, number 15, who's not on my scorecard. I'll try to get that for you at the period so I can do the proper calling, but excuse me, that's Marco Willis. Marco Willis on that point shot. Billings trying to get it out. It's going to be stopped at the point. Just dump back in. Rizzo working the puck on the near boards. Not able to get it out for Billings. Robillard sends this one around, and this will make it out. Good job by Robillard there. Gillette back in. And again, Robillard gets it. Nope. At the point, Willis. Big shot. Tip. That was just over the top of the net. Willis with a big slap shot there. You didn't want to get in that way, and that one coming towards you. The disadvantage of being where we are on this broadcast is when the puck's on the other end, you can't see much from the players or the puck. The advantage is when it's on this end, you get a close-up view to call the game, and so we apologize. This is the best we can do with the setup here in Butte. Peck took a tumble there from one of the Billings defensemen as he was coming across the blue line. With the puck, here comes the Wild. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Dump off, good poke check there by the Bulls to get that out. Vant right here against the glass trying to keep it frozen. Nazev gets that back to the point. Now to the far point. Looking for the shot. There's the shot a little high. Wackerly held his ground there and took care of that. And a good job now by Zach Wilson, the defenseman, to get that out and clear down the other end. The penalty is now over. Teams at full strength. So good job by the Bulls to stave off that power play without getting an extra goal. 9:28 remaining. And we have a media timeout. And actually, no, they're going to call it down at that other end. Referee Doman says play on. Again, if you want to send us a message, bighornslive@gmail.com. We'll try to keep up to date on how things are going. The game after this, a little bit later, will feature the Bighorns versus the Great Falls Americans, scheduled for 6 p.m. Mountain. Rizzo takes this at his blue line, just dumps it up to center ice, and Blankenship trying to chip that in. It goes right up into the netting, so the faceoff is going to come out here in the neutral zone. Now we have a stoppage of play for a media timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back in Butte, Montana, where the score, the Gillette Wild 2 and the Billings Bulls 0. Debbie, I appreciate your email. She's shouting out to the Wild from St. Louis, Missouri, and we're glad you're watching in St. Louis, the Show Me State. I was born across the state in Kansas City, so I've been to St. Louis many times. Go Blues. Back to action and stoppage of play here. We have an offsides on the Bulls as they were trying to gain the zone there. This face-off will come on the far side, just outside the blue line. Dasby in the neutral zone, dumping this back in on goal, easily taken care of by Kruckenberg. Good pinch in there by Ullman on the side to keep that puck in the zone as he took his man out along the boards. Wild in the corner trying to get this out, and they are going to do that. Nasby tries to take out his man, not able to. There's a backhander toward the goal. Nice kick aside by Wackerly. That was Barzweski coming in there, and there's another chip toward the goal. That's well wide. Wackerly lets it go. Both teams are changing on this, so he didn't have any help there. Rose pinching in, trying to get it out. Stark was there initially, and then Ullman, and they get it out. Tim fighting up there along with Thompson. This is going to be taken away now by the Wild. They're going to regroup behind their own net. Now up the far side, that's Caven. Caven chipping it up, and that's going to be taken care of there by Schulte. Here comes Blankenship. Blankenship up the far side. Down behind the red line. Stops, coming back, looking to get it somewhere. Flips it in front. No one home. There's another shot. Bad angle there by Vaught. Vaught working that sideboards and finally getting it out. Bulls just send it right back in, but it's a delayed offside. Oh, and a nice touch up there by Rose as that puck was waist high coming in, and this is going to be icing as Rizzo was trying to get it up there to Bing, and it didn't quite work out. So seen a lot of Rizzo on the ice here in the early going. Pretty solid defenseman for the Bulls. Defenseman out of Leavenworth, Kansas. Chasing the puck now, Robillard. Robillard's going to get this to his teammate who's driven off the play. Now Robillard comes back and finally gets it into center ice. Here's an opportunity now for Gillette. Sharp angle. Nice stop by Wackley. That was Holtman. Holtman, oh, and there's another shot, and that one just tipped just wide of the post. Here comes Tim. Tim breaking out for the Bulls. Sends a shot in. That's a pad save. Goes to the corner. And physical play now on this side as Gillette's trying to prevent the Bulls from getting anything going here. Time a good pinch in by Rizzo on that far side. And the Bulls are going to have to retreat here as it does skip over the stick of Robillard and all the way down. Thompson touches up. This is going to go back down. No icing here. Good touch up by him. And Ullman, good blue line defense to keep the Wild from getting in there. There's a long shot. Wackley ready for that one. Steers to the side. Ullman's got this in the corner. Pecht is on him. Both of them fighting. Sharp angle shot. Pad save comes to the near corner. Nasby after it. And he's going to get it out. Back to Gibson. Gibson. Fans on a shot there. And several hard hits on the board here on both ways. So offsides. Brandon Castleberry was ready for that for the Wild. Castleberry out of Gillette, Wyoming, but the bench yelling at him, offsides, offsides. And a little scrum after that stoppage with Kruckenberg just sitting on it. Well, we know St. Louis, Missouri is watching us. Debbie, thank you again for that email, and we hope you're enjoying the broadcast here. We understand not the ideal camera angle to watch this game, but regardless, we want to show you the skills of some of these young men working hard to make these teams here in the preseason. Gillette coming up the near side. Gaining the zone here. That's shot well wide. Brzezinski sends that in low. That's a nice hit. Now, nice turnaround there. That was by Nick Mead. Comes out to the point. There's a shot with a stick save and a cover-up by Wackerly. And Dylan Martinez, the defenseman out of Gillette, wound up and took that shot. Wackerly able to catch it with the blade of his goalie stick. Rizzo sends this one around for the Bulls. It's chipped back in by Gillette. Working hard. Nick Mead trying to keep it in along with Brzezinski. Stark watching this go around to the other side. Tim is there, and he will get this one out for the Bulls. Willis chasing for Gillette. Just sends it to center ice. And Robillard sends us in, but his man was well offsides, and they're going to get a change behind the play. Good forechecking by the Bulls. A turnaround. Shot, loose puck in front, and here comes Gillette. 2-on-2. Score! Motzinger, the 5'9" forward, Highland Ranch, Colorado, with the goal, making it a 3-0 Gillette lead. Well, you saw it last year. Gillette, first year in the league with an even record, and but you saw when, especially the games I did for the Bighorns, their players could skate with anyone, and they're showing it today. Here comes Gillette again. On the rush, 1-on-3. Motzinger, almost another one, and there's a quick shot and a good save there by Wackerly. That shot coming in from Rose after the initial rush was turned aside. So Taylor Motzinger being very quick out there. Here come the Bulls. This is Bing. Bing's up center ice, looking for a little room. Sends this one off the glove of the goaltender Kruckenberg and into the corner. Loose puck there. Bing trying to keep it in, checking his man off. Didn't work that time. Here comes Gillette. Onside here. But Billings is going to control this. This is Zach Wilson sending it up for Bing. Bing loses control of it, but it's in the neutral zone. Caven's there for the Wild. 2:46 remaining in this period. Wackerly plays the dump in, leaves it for his defenseman. That's Eric Schulte. Wilson sends it up to the near side, and a turnover back in the zone. Schulte back over to the ice looking for Tim, and a big hit there. Tim taking out Eric Hicks, the defenseman out of Golden, Colorado, for the Wild. Here comes Rizzo. Rizzo sends a shot in, high, rising, and gloved down by Kruckenberg. So, 2:12 remaining first period, 3-0 Gillette. Kathy Rizzo, I appreciate you checking in from Leavenworth, Kansas. I've been in Leavenworth many times, just outside of Kansas City there to the north. Home of, I believe, the Army's Officer Training School, as well as a prison, but we're glad you're on board here. Robillard sends this back in for the Bulls. Under 2 minutes to go, first period. Gillette up the near boards. Oh, and that's a missed pass. This is going to be icing. And they're waving it off. Robillard having to play that. One of the officials, I thought, raised his hand, but they did wave that off. Here we go. Good opportunity here. Saved by Wackerly's on the ice. As Boris Nazev came in hard with that shot. Adam Pecht was there also, the forward out of Buford, Georgia. Nazev out of Barnaul, Russia. A good opportunity there. Wackerly making a good save and then scrambling to get the rebound. Willis back in. There's a shot. Wackerly with the save. Came from a sharp angle. That shot was let loose by Meade. Another chip in. And this is on the back of the net here. Ullman and Alex King, the forward out of Gillette, Wyoming for the Wild. We're going after it. Ullman, Joseph Ullman, called his name a number of times. Defenseman 6'3" out of Rockwall, Texas. Willis keeps this one in. Coming all the way around. And this one came out across the blue line. They're calling this offside. The linesman on the far side had his hand up. We're glad you're with us today on AWHL Hockey. 1:05 remaining, first period. Gillette over the Bulls, 3-0. Here comes Gillette, Wild up the near side. Good poke check there by Tim. He gets a steal, knocks it down to the other end. He's racing hard for it. The defenseman is going to beat him there. I think that's Willis. Now a shot from the point. Rising rebound. And it's not going to go. Zach Wilson let that go from the left point. It was rising a little bit and hit the shoulder of the goaltender. There's a shot that's well wide. It was deflected as Connor Hicks took that. Just 20 seconds remaining. Gillette trying to get a final rush here in the period. Cross ice, good pass off the skate. Caven wasn't able to control that. He sends it in front. Nobody there but 3 Billings players, and 5 seconds time is just going to expire here. So that'll do it for the first period. With your score, the Gillette Wild 3 and the Billings Bulls 0. Again, we invite you to keep your browsers on the AWHL network. We will keep the camera on to let you know the broadcast is still going, but we'll be back with about 3 minutes before the second period to bring you up to date on some things. So, from the Butte Community Ice Rink, again, your score, the Wild 3 and the Bulls 0.